Amanda, it really does exist.
It does?
Eating healthy and great tasting food that the whole family will actually love.
Lauren Goslin, founder of Oatmeal with a Fork, is going to show us how to, get this, Sally, take carrots and make spaghetti out of it. This is one of the most creative, I think, food things I've ever heard of. Carrots, and then it's spaghetti.
Yes, thank you.
That is amazing. How did you come up with this idea?
Well, my daughters have a lot of allergies, and so we wanted to bring more vegetables into the diet and kind of stay away from grains for a while. And so I was looking for a noodle alternative, so I just use a carrot and use a peeler and literally make like fettuccine type noodles with it.
And there you have it, noodles.
So.
Well, and there's so many people who are either trying to go carbless,
yes,
or, you know, for some reason, because that raises your sugar, you know, people who are on borderline diabetes. And then, is there gluten? No, noodles don't have gluten.
Some of them do.
Some of them do.
Yeah, like the whole wheat ones or regular pasta, white pasta would.
Right. So, I mean, this is such a great alternative.
Yeah, and it's really tasty. I hope you guys like it. So.
Well, I'm excited to try it. Tell us, how do we make this?
Okay, so in the pan here, I have about a couple tablespoons of onion, sauteing with about a half a cup of diced mushrooms, just in some olive oil. And then to make the noodles, I literally just take a carrot and scrape. Once I've peeled it, this one's already peeled, and then just scrape down like this repeatedly. And you can work your way around until you come up with noodles just like these. And I have a jar of, this is homemade marinara, but you can use store-bought or whatever you prefer. You just want to add about a half a cup of that into the pan.
Okay. It probably cuts your prep time like in half, though. I mean, I'm sure carrots don't take as long as noodles.
Right. Yeah, you don't have to cook the noodles. These cook right in the pan.
But like you said, that is house-made or homemade marinara.
Yes, this one.
Do you want to give us a clue? I mean, is your recipe on the blog?
Yes, this is actually under pizza sauce, but it's I need to change the name because I really use it as an all-purpose sauce. It's just it's garlic, spices like oregano, basil, fennel, and strained tomatoes just mixed together. It's really simple, really easy. Goes great on pizza, goes great with any type of Italian food. So it's really nice. It's very versatile.
Do you like to use whole tomatoes, or do you buy canned tomatoes?
I personally just buy I buy what's in the, I actually don't buy cans anymore. I buy the Pomi tomatoes is the brand I buy. It's in a box, and it's BPA free, free of any chemicals. So that's a whole nother segment, I think, but.
Right.
Yeah, and then I just use that, so.
And what do you use to add flavor? Like, I know you said in the carrot spaghetti right now, we've got mushrooms, onion, olive oil. What else could you use to kind of flare it up a little bit?
Yeah, so in here, well, the sauce actually adds a lot of flavor, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of extra basil, which I find just is perfect, and then obviously just a little salt and pepper in there. I like lots of pepper with mine, so.
Me too.
I'm not really a salt and pepper person. I never salt and pepper anything.
Well, I don't salt, because don't you agree, Lauren, there's enough salt, natural salt in most foods.
I love salt. I salt everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Greg salts everything, too, before he even tastes it. Like, the minute they put something down in front of him, he's like, salt and pepper all over, and I'm like, how do you know it even needs it?
That's how Glenn is with pepper.
Yeah.
And now, if someone's heavy-handed with pepper, I'm like, that's fine. And so this literally, like Amanda said, it's very quick time. I mean, because you can probably just make a ton of that marinara sauce and store it for the week, right?
Right. It freezes well, so you can pull it out. You know, if you work all day, you can pull it out that morning. You come home and it's defrosted for you, so that's nice. And then it turns out.
How do you know when it's ready? Because I mean, usually with noodles, it's like, okay, they're soft.
Or get thrown against the wall.
Yeah. I let it go about around 6 minutes, and you can taste it. I like it to be have a little bite to it, but not be, you know, really soggy. So, and that's around 6 minutes for me.
Okay.
So, and that's going to depend on your stove, but you can just pull one out and taste test it. So,
all right. We're dying to taste it.
Yes, I'm really excited to taste this.
Well, I hope you guys enjoy it.
I like trying new things.
Why don't you tell us, too, some of the other things? It's funny, whenever we have you on, you're like, we can do this, 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 or this. How do you come up with all these ideas?
A lot of it is truly out of necessity. You know, I have my oldest daughter in particular has a lot of allergies, and I do myself. So I make a lot of foods based on what we can eat. So.
Oh my gosh,
That's delicious.
it really is good. And surprisingly, I like the crunchiness.
Yeah.
of the carrots with it. It's so amazing to me how you can take something like carrots and it actually tastes like noodles. Like, you don't even miss the carbs. Like, I'm not sitting here and like, oh, I really
Your
wish it was
mind is
noodles.
tricked, I think, by
It
the
is.
shape and
Where
yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm totally eating just orange noodles. That's what it tastes like.
Right. Lauren, tell us more about the blog. I mean, how do you get it out there? How do you let people know that you have this amazing food blog?
There's a site in particular called Food Gawker where it's like food porn for everyone. You just literally go on there and look at all the different meals and recipes that people have come up with. And that gives me a lot of exposure. If I get a picture on there, you really have to have good pictures. So you get a picture on there and a lot of people find me that way. Facebook, Twitter are all excellent social media options. So
And
Thanks
real
so
quickly,
much.
sorry, what's the calorie count in this?
this one is just under 250. It's 242.
What?
Done.
For the whole recipe.
Done! Oh my God!
Thank you so much, Lauren, for
Thank you,
cooking.
guys. Thank you.
Well, to get free, healthy, and delicious recipes, just like Oatmeal with a Fork on Facebook. And of course, you can check out Lauren's blog at oatmealwithafork.com.
Stick around, the Morning Blend. We'll be right back with what's happening on tomorrow's show.